Hello, and we are off today back to Cambridge. I have to get an oil change before I hit the road and turn on the app. As everyone knows, it is really important to constantly maintain your vehicle if it's going to make you money. So it poured rain all night, and now everything is all wet. Not sure what's going on with that, but I'll keep that checked out there too. Where I'm going, they do a check of everything for you, included in your oil change, so we'll see what happens. I think I just hit or went over. You know how when you go in your park and you hit the front of the curb, sometimes the curbs are higher than others? So I think I just scraped it, but I don't think I did anything except to the front fender part. So, but we will see what the day brings. It is really crappy. Let me flip you around and I'll show you. See, it is crappy. You get to see all the fields. This other side, the side you're seeing, is all planted. So it's all brown. The other side is green. That's where all the grass is. I can't remember what grows here. Corn or something? And that's why they're just getting started now. But yeah. So we will. Don't really have anything on the agenda today except for just I had a few days off, so we will try and see what is going on, see if this weather affects any of whether it's fast or busy or not. So we'll look the window a little. See any of this but just thought I'd give you a little tour of my neighborhood as I drive to the other city. It's too bad you can't see some of the houses along here. Some of them are very nice. I think you just got a glimpse of that one there. That was nice. Some of them are rustic farmhouses, and then others are like brand new $2 million houses. You can't see the river either. That's too bad. Okay, I will let you go until later. Well, it is that time of day, folks. And what time of day is that, you ask? It is the time of day where the liquor store employees know my name. Did one drop off, now I'm back to the liquor store. Usually between, I'd say 1, when the lunch rush was finishing up, 1 to maybe 4. Most of my pickups are liquor runs. So, and it is getting very hot, if you can't tell. So I had my window down, but it's noisy. So I think I'm going to crank my AC. I am wearing the wrong pants for this kind of weather. It looks so cloudy. Like, I mean, I thought it was going to rain all day. They said it was supposed to rain most of the week. Yesterday, it just was coming down like crazy. It was like a river was running down the street. But, yeah. So far, it hasn't rained yet, and it's now sunny. And I'm wearing heavy fleece pants. I think it's time to dig out my capris. So, my capris and sandal time. I think we're going to have a warm summer this year. We've already had more rain than usual. But that is because I think we had a very mild winter. We had hardly any snow. And it wasn't very cold. So, seems like down south, my relatives down in Tennessee, they seem to get worse winters than us these days. So, anyway, I'm almost at the liquor store. Chacarita. Okay, it's quiet time. It's 3:45, and there's nothing coming in right now. Slowing down. I just finished dropping off a Wendy's and a McDonald's order. I'm having to smell that the entire way when I haven't had lunch. Now I want French fries. They're not good for you. I'm trying to wean myself off of them. I love McDonald's fries. All the salt, especially when they're freshly made. So good. How can something so good be so bad? Right? But go back to the area that I like. I'll sit in front of McDonald's for a little while. Take a break. Finish my coffee. Maybe text my mom. And wait for the dinner rush to start. So, we'll see how it goes. It's been a pretty good day, actually. I've been online working for 2 hours. And I've made $35. So, not bad. 5 trips, I think it was. Maybe 5 trips. Yeah, 5 trips. So, averaging about $17 for gas today. And then I usually go through, on the average day, maybe $25 in gas. So, that usually includes me driving the half an hour to town, start work, and then the half an hour back home to Rumble. So, yeah, that is that. We will see if I can keep this $17 an hour up, or even earn more. I got something that was called like a $15 incentive. It says for the description it was an incentive for new city. I've been going to new cities like for a long time. So it was for 1:30 this afternoon. 1:30 this afternoon. I was still working in Cambridge, so not quite sure what they mean. But I'm not gonna knock it, so It helps with my overall income. I'm hoping to hit on the bucks today. I'm not sure I'm going to make it, but we'll see. I still have roughly half the day. It's 4 hours because I'm going to quit at 8. 2 to 8. I like 6 hours. I've tried 4. I've tried 8. 8. I get bored after 6. So, if I was in town, I would probably, like, if I lived back here again, I would probably sit at home, come out for the 3 hours for lunch rush, and then go back home, and then come back out again at 5 and do lunch rush or dinner rush until 8. Did I tell you that before? I can't remember. But yeah, so that's how I would do my 6 hours then. But since I can't do that, if I want lunch and dinner from my house, I have to leave at 11 or 10:30, and then it's like an 8 or 9 hour day, and that's just too long. I've done it, and I will do it if I need the money, but if I can make $80 to $100 in 6 hours, that's a nice day, and that's what I aim for every day. I'm usually pretty good. I can make 80 anyway, but that's not that much money. So, $100 for 6 hours, I can live with. Because after the $25 gas, I'm making $75. So, still not great pay, but I get to work whatever hours I want. I don't have anybody screaming at me. I don't have to work with anybody. So, my new request was, you know, one thing I noticed today, since it's such a gorgeous day, there are people everywhere. All winter long, though, it's hard to imagine that there's as many people as there is in this town, because you just don't see anybody. You still see lots of cars, but you don't see people walking, you don't see people sitting outside on their porch, you don't see everybody walking their dogs, you don't see people standing in the middle of the street talking to each other. Those things just seem to be in abundance when it's a beautiful day. So, you always know when the warm weather is here and things are going to start getting nice, because all of a sudden there's people in this city. But it's nice. You see different kind of people everywhere you go. Old people, young people, different nationalities. Everybody having a good time, talking to each other, enjoying the weather, no longer cooped up in their house. Definitely nice that the sun can do this to us. Bring out the best in us. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Waiting at light. Finally. And of course, people go in the turn lane, but then the last second they, oh, I need to be there. And they come for me. Where do some people get their licenses? From a cracker jack box. I swear everybody gets their license and then promptly forgets how to drive and follow the rules the next day. Because it seems like the longer you drive, the worse you get. Because you just don't pay attention to anybody drop of a hat without warning for the person behind you. Happened to me. I got a nice big ding in the front of my car from that. I had no chance to stop. I mean, I was already slowing down. I was almost stopping myself because I was on a, it was a roundabout. But yeah, as fast as he stopped, I barely managed to. Could have been worse if I'd been going faster, so I guess I should help my lucky stars. Thank the Lord. So, I'm debating, do I keep this AC on, or do I try and roll the window down? What do you like to do when you drive? I found myself just talking to this camera for the sake of talking to somebody. I know, I'm not really informing you of anything, so I hope at least they'll listen for entertainment. Although I can't say I'm really funny all the time. I am sometimes. I would love to be a comedian, but to write your own stories and whatever, I don't know if I could do that. I mean, I am a writer, but just like write jokes. I don't know. I like to just think of them on the fly. To me, they're more funny that way. So if they're scripted, you gotta learn to laugh in the right spot, or make a face in the right spot, or But I was thinking about taking voice acting lessons. I found some sites that were free courses, and it'll help with if you want to do Audible, which I'll talk about in another video. It's another way to make money from home, reading books. But you have to do character voices and stuff like that, so you need to, it's not just a blah, you have to inject some life into the story, which means sometimes learning voice acting skills. So I'd like to, because I've got all my children's stories that I like to read, but I'd like to start reading mystery novels or something. Getting paid for it. It would be nice. So that is the plan. Okay, I better go because I think I'm almost where I'm supposed to be going. So. So, I will let you go. Okay, I got a rant now. The last two orders I just did were a Harvey's and a Wendy's. They were half an hour away each from the pickup, and the only reason I took them was because one said it was $14.72 and the other one said it was $11. So, with tip. So I was like, all right. Well, I just delivered them, and I go to check. The one that was supposed to be $11 took the tip away. I did exactly what she said. Put the stuff on the table. I kept it warm in my bag, everything. No clue. I think they just say that tip knowing that they have the right to change it up to an hour after. And they know they're gonna not tip. Anyways, so I think, honestly, that's bullshit. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. Because I would not have taken those and spent my gas money for $3 freaking. And then the second one that was supposed to be $14.72 was $5. because they check their tip off too. Same thing. Same area. I kept it warm. I put it where they wanted. I didn't ring the doorbell because they told me not to. No. So I'm saying, why are they allowed to take the tip away when we do what we're told to do? I mean, Uber needs to change their rules because that's not fair. Not for us. Because that $3 trip was not worth my time, honestly. That whole entire hour, it was actually more than an hour. I earned $8 because they were allowed to take their tips away. Probably spent $3 in gas alone. Like, that's just not right. So I made $5 for the whole hour. I really don't know if I'm gonna make it trying this full time, because some days I wonder if I could do more taking surveys. Just if you get denied for surveys, your butt is planted at your house, you didn't spend no money on gas, not putting miles on your car, you're not risking an accident every day when you go out. I know, I'm so mad now. Can you tell me if you've had an experience like this? What you've done about it, how you've coped? Because now I don't even feel like finishing the day out. But yet, I know I need to make some money. So, yeah, I already spent $125 today because I had to go change my oil. Needed some groceries. So, I'm already in the hole. Just leaving the house. Anyway, I'm gonna sit down, have a break, drink my coffee, vent. Later. Okay, that was strange. I've gone back into the earnings section, and it's now showing that those two people that apparently didn't tip have tipped. So I don't know what that message was that I got before that they took the tip off. Unless that's how they have to do it. They have to take the tip off so that they can put a new tip on. Because one of them, the $11 one, tipped me even more. It was $13.72 at the end of it. And the other one was $14.32 after all. Or $14.57, whatever it was. So, I don't know, have you ever gotten a message like that? Saying that your customer didn't tip, but then when you go and double check all your numbers, and you see new messages saying that they did tip after all, like half an hour later, and sometimes it was even more. So maybe I shouldn't have ranted earlier. I'm grateful. I really am. I know it sounds like I'm not, especially when I rant. But I am grateful for every dollar I get. Looks like I might actually make my quota today. Because so far, it's looking good. I'm sitting at $66 almost. And I think it's 5:30. 5:30. I'm pretty sure it's 5:30, somewhere around there. And I pulled into a different location. It's not red, but it is a busy area, close to where I was. I'm on the far end of town, which is actually closer for me to go home if I can stay in this area. This is the area that I know the best because I lived in this area for so long. That's why I feel the most comfortable on this end of Cambridge. But we'll see. So far I haven't gotten anything, but I'm going to take a bathroom break because there's a Timmy's over there. If anybody knows this area in Cambridge, I am at the Westgate Center. There's a bunch of townhouses and apartment buildings across the street, up and around, and there's a high school. So I'm sitting in the plaza right beside my favorite Chinese food place, which is called Dragon City. And then there's my favorite store, which is Dollarama, right beside it. So this is a pretty good plaza. It's got Life Labs, Shoppers, Timmy's, DT Shawarma. I still haven't tried that yet, but it seems to be getting really popular around here lately. There's a lot of shawarma restaurants. I don't even know what it means. I don't know if it's the way it's cooked or the spices it's cooked with. Our boys will have to try it one day. They like spices. So I'm going to go on the other side of the plaza so I can go to the washroom. And it is, yes, so almost $66. The last tip hasn't gone through yet. If it does go through successfully, then I should have another $8 or $9 coming to me in a tip, which will put me over 70. And if I still have 2 or 2.5 hours left, maybe I will make my quote of $100. Things continue this way, but I don't know, because I've been sitting here the longest I've been sitting, and I still haven't gotten a ding yet. So, which, like I said, is probably good since I need to go to the washroom. If I can back up before I hit somebody. This is not a good parking lot, though. People are just coming and going, no matter what side they want to go on. There's no arrows, there's no directions for people. I wonder how many accidents are in this plaza. There's a Goodwill here too, and a laundromat, and a liquor store. Pretty good. Physiotherapy. Oh, even those new barberitos and hair cutting place, magic cuts, and pizza joint, and even Pet Value. Good plaza. Oh, and of course you can't forget Sobeys. Yep. Most expensive grocery store. One that has the same things as Frisco, which is an affordable version of that grocery store.